morning, everybody. It's Christina. I'm actually sitting on my front porch this morning. Not too long ago, I finished my kind of morning routine, which is I get up in the morning, I grab my cup of coffee, and I go find a place in the living room where I sit and look out the window. I have a bird feeder that's been attracting chickadees, sparrows, blue jays, cardinals, and the like every morning. Some squirrels who have been daunted by where I hung the bird feeder, so they haven't managed to figure out a way to get into it yet, thank goodness. But they get the scraps left over, as do the mourning doves who congregate on the bottom of the ground underneath. So anyway, I was doing that, and I read a little bit of spiritual devotionals and maybe a little bit of the Bible. Then I get up and I go meditate for about a half hour. And so anyway, I was in that portion of the morning where I was kind of just enjoying the birds outside and, you know, just kind of being in the moment. And I was texting with my friend, Heather Paps McLaughlin. She is a super neat chick, and we became friends a few years ago and are kind of becoming better friends this year. And I'm excited about that because she's on a spiritual journey just like I am. So we were chatting about what we're doing tomorrow morning, which is we're going to go and we're going to meditate together for a half hour or so. And so we were kind of talking about that, and she was saying, well, I defer to you because you've done this before. How should we do it, basically? I meditate for about 20 minutes every day, and I thought to myself, that's kind of funny, me, the meditation guru. Maybe not so much. I'm not the guru of anything necessarily, but I was laughing about it, and I was like, well, I think we should try to get out there about 9:30, etc. And she said, well, how should I prepare? And I was telling her, what I do in the morning. And she said, well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I'm an early bird. I'm always up early. And I thought, man, you early birds always make us lazy Libras look, well, just that, lazy. And so she countered that argument with, well, productivity isn't always positive. That made me think for a second. Wow, that's a message. And then I thought, gosh, it seems like to me every day, if we pause and go gently into the day, we might actually recognize there's a message for us, maybe more than one every single day that's out there. I mean, maybe you think it's a message from God, or maybe you think it's a message from whatever, deity you believe in or faith that you have. Yeah, if you're an atheist or agnostic, you might even just think it's a message from yourself. Well, whatever it is, if you're stopping and just kind of being in the moment, you're likely to catch that message. But one of the things in 2020 that I did for myself was I went and started going to see a life coach. And I know that kind of probably sounds flaky to some people. What do you need a coach to tell you how to live life? Well, it really helped give me some guidance as I was on my journey last year and going through some dramatic transformations. And one of the things that she taught me last year was maybe things are not good or bad. Maybe things are both and. And so when Heather's message came through to me today and she said, productivity is not always positive, I thought, well, how could it be both and? So, yes, it can be not positive. If, for example, you are just, like I said yesterday, so caught up in living life and doing things and getting somewhere fast and accomplishing a goal or a task that you're not really being one in the moment with it. Thich Nhat Hanh, who was a Buddhist monk that wrote a book called Peace is Every Step, speaks to doing the dishes and just, being there and paying attention, focused on just doing the dishes. And that's an example of how to be present in the moment. So if you're not present with the task that you're performing and you're not being in the moment with it, then yes, you're probably not having a positive experience with it, because it may be causing you stress, because you may feel like it's preventing you from getting where you need to go next. So that's one side of the coin. And I guess the other side of the coin for me would be, how can productivity be positive? So for me, that would be like if you had an awareness in that moment that you were just rushing through it, or that you were stressed, or if you became aware that that you were, just not really focused. Any awareness that you might have in a particular moment where you are doing something quote unquote productive, that could be a positive thing. So I guess that's an example of what Claudia would call both and. That's my life coach, Claudia. And so with that, again, I'm going to go out through the rest of this day, and I'm going to pause and go gently and be aware when messages come to me, and be aware of my productive moments, and be aware of my surroundings, and just try to be in general. And for you, I hope you pause and be gentle with yourself and be gentle with others today. Have a great one.